Welcome back to Mason Worx, Ephraim. How are you? First, before we start with my talking part, let's get some of the action. So over here we have...
Wow, what's this small little machine over here?
This is called a concrete buggy. Some people call it a Georgia buggy. Basically, it holds a lot of concrete and it allows us to unload the stuff a lot faster. All right, so we see we unloaded over here. This job over here is a basketball court like we did 2 years ago, except that it's a lot different than what we did 2 years ago. I'll show you.
How big is it?
This is a 40 by 20. But if we turn around from over there, we'll see that the ground over here is not level. So what we had to do is we had to truck out loads and loads of dirt, and we put up a beautiful retaining wall over here.
Oh, you also doing retaining walls?
Beautiful retaining walls. And another thing that we have to keep in mind is drainage. Drainage is a very, very important thing. You have drainage pitched towards your house, it's no good. You have drainage pitched towards the wall, also no good. So over here, it's covered up in tape so it doesn't get dirty, but underneath over here, there's a drain.
Oh, wow.
This drain is a French drain. It runs underneath the ground, under over here, and it goes all the way to the front, to the driveway. There's something called a pop-up emitter.
You know how important is a retaining wall to do the right way? Because 100%. I saw a lot of times retaining walls and houses that are really falling. Like,
yeah, you have retaining walls that if they're not done right, if they're not spec'd by an engineer, or they're not done by somebody that knows what they're doing, you're gonna have problems down the line. There's always gonna be the cheaper guy, but you get what you pay for. So over here we did the retaining wall, we did the drain. Then we're gonna do the basketball court over here. So one of the things that we like to take advantage of is modern day machinery. This process is called screeding. It's called a vibra screed. So it vibrates the rocks down to the bottom while also getting it to the level that you want. And then afterwards, we finish it and smooth it out properly to give it to the right finish that either the client wants or that's a necessity for the job. Also, this client is putting in a deck, so we're gonna do the footings once we have the truck over here.
I'm thinking, let me see the footing.
It's all good.
Oh wow, so he's putting a deck over here. What's this frame over here?
This frame over here is a deck. They're gonna have a deck with steps.
Oh,
it's gonna come down. It's gonna come down over here, and then if we continue up to the front of the house. By the way, over here you can see where the drain comes up.
Which one? This pipe over here?
Well, this pipe. So over here, we're putting a shed over here. So we're putting a pad for a shed over here. So we have a water problem over here, right? The water is gonna come down over here. This is all thought out in advance. The water is going to come down over here, but then it's going to hit a shed. So we're putting another linear drain over here. It's going to connect into that pipe and come out over there. It's all stuff that has to be factored out in advance. It's a lot of thought that goes into a job like this. It's not, especially a job like this where the ground is not ready for what needs to go into it. So there's a lot that goes into it. It's the taking out the dirt, setting it to the right elevations. It's the retaining walls. It's the drainage. It's all that taken into consideration. We also have to be careful if a client has sprinkler lines to take out the sprinkler lines, and either, sometimes we could put it back together, sometimes you're gonna have to bring your sprinkler guy, but over here you can see we took out the sprinkler lines, pushed them over to the side like this. It's not something that we have to worry about. So another thing that I wanted to show you, but we didn't start it yet over here, is, for example, over here, after we're done with the concrete, we're gonna put down pavers over here. It's gonna be a beautiful look over here that's gonna add, it expands the driveway, but it's gonna add to it.
But you also do brick pavers?
It's brick pavers. There's different types of pavers, but we do it all. Another thing that's very, very important that there really isn't such a thing, I think, in Lakewood. After this video, everybody's gonna do it. But for example, you have a shaky, this one's not shaky, but you have a shaky railing, right? Or you have a cracked limestone, or a couple of your stones fell off. Who do you call to fix it? Most of the big guys don't want to touch it. So what we did was, we didn't either want to touch it, but we put together a dedicated service team specifically for these small jobs. You send us a text with a picture and describe it with your address, and we will get back to you with a range of a quote, and we'll put you in the schedule once you agree. But it's a service that I think is really, really important.
Yeah, a lot of times, these at least more cement, in the holes over here, just, to give it the right support.
Or you have a crack in one of these, stones fall off. Or even a small slab. Who's going to do a small slab for you? You have a slab that's back pitched the wrong way. Who's doing all that for you? So we have a dedicated service division. like this, it's something that we could focus on end user clients besides for the foundations that we're building, that we have time for the end user clients as well.
Amazing. The kits are no job too big and no job too small.
Yeah.
You do everything.
I would say that's about right. Okay, so here's two of our trucks. You know, we have one truck over here. It's got the dump trailer on it. Another truck for the flatbed. We box them. We have our own in-house crews, our own machinery. So moving stuff around is very, very important to us. Our phone number is 732-314-0816. You call, text, WhatsApp us. We do it all. We have info@masonworxnj.com. Send us an email. Send us your plans for your foundation. Send us your patios.
Call us, WhatsApp us, or text us. We'll take care of it.